Today we are going to be talking about counting change. What is change? Change is a part of the United States of America's money system. We use paper money and coins to pay for things. Coins are often referred to as change. An example of some ways you might hear the word change used are, I have some change in my pocket, or can I borrow some change? American money has four main types of coins: pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. Pennies are worth 1 cent. Nickels are worth 5 cents. Dimes are worth 10 cents. And quarters are worth 25 cents. This is a penny. Pennies have the smallest value of all the coins. This means they are worth the least amount of money. Pennies are worth 1 cent. An easy way to remember which coins are pennies is by looking at their color. Pennies are the only coin that are bronze. This is a nickel. Nickels are worth 5 cents. A good way to remember which coin is a nickel is by feeling its edges. Nickels have smooth edges. Sometimes nickels can have two different faces on them, but the back always has the same picture of a building on it. This is a dime. A good way to remember which coins are dimes is by looking at their size. Dimes are the smallest coin size. Dimes are worth 10 cents. Dimes have a picture of a flaming torch and plants on the back of them. This is a quarter. Quarters are the biggest coins. Quarters are worth 25 cents. Sometimes quarters have a different picture on the back of them, but most of the time there's a picture of an eagle on the back. How much are pennies worth? 1 cent. How much are nickels worth? 5 cents. How much are dimes worth? 10 cents. How much are quarters worth? 25 cents. Cents. There are 100 cents in $1. Pennies are worth 1 cent. You can count by ones with pennies. 100 pennies equals $1. Nickels are worth 5 cents. You can count by fives with nickels. 20 nickels equals $1. Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. $1. Dimes are worth 10 cents. You can count by tens with dimes. 10 dimes equals $1. Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. $1. Quarters are worth 25 cents. You can count by 25s with quarters. 4 quarters equals $1. Count with me. 25, 50, 75, 100. $1. How much are pennies worth? 1 cent. How much are nickels worth? 5 cents. How much are dimes worth? 10 cents. How much are quarters worth? 25 cents. Here is a good example of how to pay with change. If I buy 2 apples for $1.20 each, I would owe $2.40. I will give the cashier $2 bills and 4 dimes to pay for the apples. Let's count what I have. $1, $2, and 10, 20, 30, 40 cents. Perfect. Here's a bad example of how to pay with change. If I buy a jar of peanuts for $3.25, I will give the cashier $3 bills and 25 pennies? I wouldn't want to give the cashier 25 pennies to pay for 25 cents. That's a lot of coins. Instead, what other coin could I use to pay for 25 cents? A quarter! I will give the cashier $3 bills and 1/4 instead to pay for the $3.25 jar of peanuts. Let's count. 1, 2, $3.25. Perfect! How much are pennies worth? It's your turn. How much are nickels worth? It's your turn. How much are dimes worth? It's your turn. How much are quarters worth? It's your turn. Good job! Now we know what change is, the worth of each coin, how much of each coin makes up $1, and how to pay for things with change. Let's go spend some money!